New possibilities in 2025, from the Digital Markets Act to emerging platforms like Meta, TikTok, and AI. How can travel companies make the most of these opportunities and adapt?
I think travel companies have probably one of the more promising years from a travel SEO perspective, and they have in probably the past 5 or 6. There's always been the hoodoo that large brands will perform better in travel because they're large brands. They invest more. They invest billions in out of home and building that brand and getting that recognition. But with AI and how it seems to be retrieving results, especially from the tests we've done on ChatGPT, on Meta AI, etc., from how it is pulling necessarily from websites that aren't ranking in the top 10, not even necessarily the top 100 for certain queries, and especially when it comes to things like planning travel itineraries, there's a real opportunity here to kind of get into that sideways wind. But with TikTok, with Meta, with other things as well, it kind of really puts onus on creating content and creating engaging, not just content for the old sake of with SEO of like, oh, we want to rank for these queries, so let's produce content to specifically go for these queries. It's now, and it has been for at least the past 7-8 years since Google's page quality rate guidelines first came out and kind of gave us the insights into this. But yes, the user is searching for this query, but what are they trying to achieve with that query? The query is just a vehicle from taking a user from the search engine to your page or to your content. So it's really about creating that content to do things. I mean, I'm relatively surprised that airlines and hotels and other operators don't necessarily produce as much content around the end user experience, because ultimately a would-be traveler isn't necessarily looking at the flight, looking at the train journey, looking at the hotel as being, this is my holiday. For the most part, you want, okay, yes, you want a nice hotel, you might want some features of a hotel like laundry or a spa, but you're not going to travel to another continent or to another country just to sit in a hotel spa, unless you specifically are going to like a spa retreat or resort, and that is the luxury end of holiday. For the most part, it's if it performs well and is nice, it's oh yeah, flight was nice, hotel was nice. If it goes wrong, it can cripple the holiday. So it doesn't necessarily add value, but it can detract quite quickly. So that's where the content side from a travel perspective is going to come in a lot into play. But also with your metas, with your TikToks and things as well, it's about understanding where your audience indexes themselves. So are people who are wanting certain travel types more prevalent on Meta than they are on TikTok, for example? And we have tools just in the SEO tool set that helps us identify this already. So we're quite well placed as an SEO industry to provide better guidance, really, and strategic guidance, not just to our main point of contacts and the SEO teams with travel brands we work with, but also learn from and also provide learnings to other functions of the Marcom's strategy as well, and really kind of elevate that status within the business. And I think it's with the DMA especially, and Google having to drop certain travel features, it's going to be wanting to go after more things in different ways. So this is a real opportunity, I think, next year to invest in meaningful content that aligns with wider business goals, that has a mutually beneficial relationship with other teams in the business and marketing teams, etc., to pass those learnings on, and not just look at it as how can we rank in AI, but how can we be present, or if we have users who are starting research not on Google anymore, but then entering Google slightly further down the funnel of their specific user journey, how can we be tracking this? How can we be cognizant of this? And what information have they been preloaded with already before they've come to us? Understanding that, matching it, and being better for meeting those expectations.
Thank you very much, Dan. And please let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this short insight video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more.